Jimmy Trent. He's my buddy. He's been like my dad since I was, I don't know, in my teens. Saved me from all kinds of troubles. This guy's been coming to Bergoo forever. Now, Jimmy, what year did you guys start coming up here? You know, Bill Jack.
Well, actually, my son Jason Trent and Bill Jack's boy come with him first. And they came up and spent the 1 year up here and come back. Well, Bill, me and him worked together at one time, and I knew him since we was back high school age. And with my dad, knew his dad real well, and they was friends and everything. And so it was around 1988.
88. This is
or
2024
89.
now.
Bill Jack talked me into coming up here, so I finally came in bow season. And Jason was with us, and Bill Jack, BJ, that's his son, another boy, Matt Reed, came with us. And we all stayed down there and ended up schlepping Bill Jack's Toyota pickup, me and Bill. And them boys slept in an old junky bread truck with no heat and snowed that night, no wind in that one, so it blew snow all over. But that's the first time I came. Well, we had a good time. This was bow season stuff. We run all over the place and looked this up. Well, come bear season, late. Yeah, Bill Jack wanted me to come back. So we did. We all come back. We rented a cabin at Carroll's store. And I'm telling you, the roads were so bad, we run chains on our trucks all week. We was here a week. And we was all over the place. And of course, run into Arthur Woods.
Arthur Woods.
And he lived here. And he was in the camp. He owned the camp that Mike Kearns has got now. Arthur had good dogs at that time, and they killed some bears, didn't they, Jack? Yeah. And anyhow, we really had a blast. And I've been coming ever since, on and off, when I could. And I'm hopefully, I'll come, or I can't come no more.
What's that make you, 35
whatever
years?
it is. And right now, I've got 4 generations here right now. It's me, my son Jason, my grandson Connor Heisman, my great-grandson, Bo Heisman.
Who I might be a little partial to, because Bowen's my grandson.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Connor married Alyssa, so we're...
Yeah, and I've known JR since he was just a youngster, and he worked with up there one summer, a couple of summers with me, and I was actually his boss.
That's right.
And we were good. We got to be good friends. We really did.
Yeah.
And I've had fun, and I've tried to keep all these youngsters straight as best I can. They get mad sometimes, but I can't help them. That's the way it is.
He's the good influence on us. He's the good angel that sits on our shoulder, as compared to the bad one telling us to do stuff all the time.
Yeah, me and old Bill, we was great friends.
Well, Bill Jack brought us all up here.
That's right. I wish he was here today.
Yeah.
And we miss him.
Absolutely. All them years coming up here, the weather's changed. Ain't near as bad now.
No, it is not.
You get some snow and some cold, but it ain't nothing like it used to be.
No, used to be we come up to Elk Spring Campground. Old Bill Jack had an old bus. And you talk about something cold, but we was tough and we took her. And it started out, we had pickups and all we had, and them boys walked them dogs and looked, and we really didn't get nowhere where we had fun till JR started coming. He was a great coon hunter, had a real hell of a dog, Bojangles. He started this coon hunting stuff. Well, he ended up coming, and he didn't have no bear dog, and he told me, he said, I'm telling you, if I come back again next year, I'll have dogs. And he did. He had 3 that were great dogs, bear dogs.
They were pretty decent dogs.
They were hell of dogs. He had the one that I just loved that dog.
Smokey.
I mean, he was a good one. But it ended up, he got hurt and passed. But that's what started it all, boys. And we had a great time.
There's been a bunch of us.
Well, all them youngsters that's here now that came, and I've been part of them, all young and kids, and growed into this. And I think it's a great time here.
It's evolved over the years. We started from a school bus
And
to a cabin, now moved up the river, and we got a couple places we all got now. So.
Yeah, and JR bought the place here and let us all come here, and like I say, and the boys up the street there, you'll probably see them in here. John Kerr, which he's a nephew of Bill Jack's.
Right.
And
He's like my brother.
And his friend, Justin Holtz.
Another one of my brothers, pretty
I've
much.
known them since they were youngsters, and they was part of the old bus too at one time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
One year we came here, we had 15 people in that dadgum bus. 15 of us. Now you talk about a packed place. We made it. We made it.
I didn't realize this makes 35 years you've been coming up here.
Yep. Yep.
That's a long time, bud.
That's too long. That means I'm an
No.
old man.
Yeah.
35
Better than
years
the alternative.
Consistently.
35 years in a row, pretty well. I don't think
Never missed a year.
missed.
Well, I mean, I was a youngster when I came here, and now I'm an old man. I'm 72 years old.
Yeah. You've watched the sport go from where's the dogs at listening to watching them on the garments now.
Back in them days, I was the first one here that had the four-wheel. Brought my four-wheeler. I bought a four-wheeler. Four-wheel drive. I brought it. Only one here with our group that had a four-wheeler. And the only one we seen in that camp, like I started to tell you here a while back, was Don Miracle.
Yeah, Miracle.
And he hunted with old Charlie Myers and Emma, they called her, his wife. And they had some good dogs too. But Miracle hunted up there, but we got to be friends with Miracle. And right now he hunts with Arthur Wood.
Yeah, him and Arthur still poking around some.
And they go when they go, and he's 78 maybe, 76. I just can't remember his age. Maybe 74. He's still, I mean, he walks these hills like a young.
Make no mistake, if they're still going, they're still catching bears.
They're trying. That's exactly
They're
right.
catching bears. They ain't trying. They're
That's
going.
exactly right. Them guys right there now, they're bear hunters.
Yeah.
And everything, and that's like I said, I hope to be here till I can.
You will be. Absolutely. Can't believe 35 years.
Yes, sir.
We've watched years where we were just prayed to find a bear to years where we were covered
Yeah,
over.
and like when I rode that four-wheeler, and it snowed on back in them days every time I was here. And I mean, I'd ride all over these hills by myself on that four-wheeler, and I'd see great big bear tracks, and we didn't handle it. And we was having fun, but we didn't have nothing to chase.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd had some trophy bears at that time.
But they've changed over the years.
Yes, it has.
We put one on one now. We're disappointed if it ain't caught.
That's right.
We're trying to figure out what went wrong.
All these hounds that's here right now, in both, all of them. I don't care who's running them, if they're block dogs, walker dogs,
That's right.
whatever. Now, these bear dogs, boys, now I'm telling you.
They get the work put into them. That's the only way to have anything.
Well, these youngsters, they spend tons of money and everything, and that's their thing. They love bear hunting. And I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I've been hunting dogs since my grandfather. Yes, sir. We coon hunted. And of course, he run plots.
Yeah.
But that's just whatever. These
Hey.
walker dogs are dogs too, buddy. I'm telling you.
If they'll get her done, they can meet my dog
I'm
food.
telling you, they have to have a good one now. They better bring a good one.
I've just been lucky with what I got, and I won't change what's
That's
working.
right. I mean, you like JR's run his dogs, and now Connor's got some walker dogs that's good. Like Kearns runs a lot. He runs walkers, plots, and Rick McLean. He's got some Halation dogs too. They're walkers.
Hell yeah. Get that shirt out for here Jimmy R wanted made.
That's right. That's on the back out.
Got tank and T and case and nailer around our regular emblem or whatever, but that's how he wanted his made.
Yep.
So we got her made for him.
Yep.
All right, this is I call him JT. About everybody calls him JT or Homer. This is Jimmy's boy Jason.
Yep.
Jason, you brought him. We're up here before he was. You gotta have a good story to tell somewhere.
Oh,
A lot of stories, that's for sure. Still telling
A
stories.
lot of them we just keep Bergoo, goes on Bergoo, stays
stays
Bergoo
Bergoo.
sometimes, but.
Yeah, I don't know. We was coming up. We come up here, me and Bill Jack, and BJ Kern, and we come up here. I think I was freshman in high school,
Yeah.
and missed a few years after I got out of high school there. And, made it back. Finally made it back. But my dad, he's not missed a season.
That's like most of them, yeah.
And I don't know, pretty good story to tell. We didn't really have a place, and when we first started coming up here, we rented that cabin as Dad was talking about earlier at Carroll's store, and we'd got on a bear. We was hunting with some guys. Can't think of that guy's name. He was from Virginia.
He was from Virginia.
Had some pretty
He
decent
run
dogs.
bloodhounds.
And they was bloodhounds. But we got on a bear and chased that thing all day, and it got dark, and trying to get the dogs back, and Dad, he got sugar.
Well,
Diabetes.
Bill Jack had actually bought a Walker Jip dog, old dog, she was a good dog. She'd run bear now. Yeah.
But they'd got cold and hungry, and another buddy of ours, and they went back to that cabin we'd rented, and they had an old homemade stove in there that was made out of a 55-gallon drum.
Well, it's
They-
right. Yeah.
they got the bellies full, made some supper for everybody, and stoked the fire, and we all come back and ate a little bite and went straight to bed. It was probably around midnight. About 3 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
we all got up, and of course we was sweating, and that old stove was a glowing. we just about burnt that old cabin down that night. Yeah, we had to open up the doors and get outside and get that thing cooled down. But yeah, I can remember that. We was either too hot or too cold. It wasn't a lot of times. It was in between.
I gotta tell that story too. I'll go ahead and tell that one. Carol, she had a great big place there. She had 2 or 3 nice pool tables. So we all went in there and took them boys. Well, of course, me and Bill Jack, we had a few suds, and I'll never forget, we played that achy breaky heart on that jukebox all night and played pool. Old Bill Jack, he never smoked no cigarettes. Well, at that time I smoked cigarettes. Bill Jack had a great big beard, and he told me, give me one of them cigarettes. And I said, well, you don't smoke. And he said, well, I want one of them cigarettes. I want to try. He put that cigarette in his mouth, and just a little bit of it, and he said, well, light me. Well, ornery, I was ornery anyhow, and he was too, but I got my Zippo lighter out, and that baby had a flame, what looked like a flamethrower. And I struck her and lit her and burned half his beard off. That's the truth.
Cause he had such a pretty big beard, and he had that cigarette in his mouth that was only about maybe a half an inch that you could see hanging out of there.
All right, so now we got Connor and little Bowen man's gonna join us here. Con, how long you been coming?
I was what, 4th grade?
Yeah,
4th or 5th grade.
they called him Monkey Boy when he first came here.
Yeah. So then everyone had nicknames. So like Pat was Grader Man because he ran the grader at State Road, and then other guys had names. Called him 20 on the radio, football numbers, and then I got the name Monkey Boy because the first time I was ever up here, I had a sock monkey hat on. So that was my radio name is what I got. So that's what I was called for a long time. But been coming up here a long time, consistently. What? How many years?
Oh.
5 years now that I've had my own dogs. But we just come up here a bunch, and then Bowen, we've had him. He was 2 weeks old the first time he ever went to a coon tree, and it's been that ever since. He loves the dogs. He likes being around. He'll be the 4th generation between us here, Pat, and my Uncle Jason, and then me and Bowen. So hopefully it'll stick.
Bowen was 30 days old when he was at his first bear tree.
Yeah. And he ain't talking yet, but he knows what they are. He knows what's going on. And
There's my daughter, Alyssa. That's Bowen's mama. Between the two of them, they split the duties carrying him to the trees, no matter how far away they are.
Yeah. He likes it. He likes going, likes being around everything.
That's pretty much the story of
Yep.
the 4 generations of Bergoo right there. Our HillBilly Kennels, their section of it, their little branch of HillBilly Kennels.
Yep.
Hopefully Bowen will be bringing his kids up here and
Mhm.
continuing it on.
Yep.
He's being good.
Yeah. Yeah,
Aren't
good boy. Ain't it? Yeah.
All right, thanks for watching.
Yes, sir.